Hello Aries, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and take a look and see what is going on for you. You guys have the Eight of Pentacles fly out, so we'll see if that finds its way back out into your reading. What is going on for Aries in love? All right, Aries, let's get your cards out. We have the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the High Priestess, Three of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have that Eight of Pentacles. All right, Aries, it does look like in the recent past you guys have the Two of Cups, so it looks like there was a connection that was in a really good space at one point. You felt really good about the connection, they felt really good about it, you were in alignment with it. You have Venus and Cancer energy there with that Two of Cups. It feels really lovely. We have the Judgment card clarifying it. For some of you, this could have been a reconciliation in the recent past. Something came together and it was seeming like it was going very well, right? You were feeling good about it. They were feeling good about it. Some of you could have made a decision to just work on something here, to try to bring something back into balance in the recent past. And maybe that's where that Eight of Pentacles is coming from, because for some of you, I definitely feel like you have been putting your efforts in. You have been putting your work in. We have the Seven of Pentacles here for how you are going into the reading, your current energies. I definitely feel like there's something where you're kind of questioning the situation now, analyzing the situation now, asking yourself, is this something that I should continue to invest my time, effort, and energy into? With that Eight of Pentacles coming up, you may be realizing that even though something started off in alignment and you were feeling very good about it in the recent past, you may be realizing now that there could be an imbalance in effort, right? An unequal energy exchange going on here. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I think you're asking yourself, you're kind of looking at things and you're seeing, is this something that I should continue to invest into or not? Should I give this another opportunity or not? Maybe there, for some of you, you're kind of questioning, is this union something I want? Is this reconciliation something that I want? We have the Eight of Cups as the challenge. The Eight of Cups here, there is a cup missing, and the cups in the tarot are symbolic for our emotions And I kind of feel here that like this person is leaving behind because there is some kind of an emotional component missing. There is something that this person is not, they are not fulfilled. There's something they are not getting that they need from this connection, whatever that may be. And so I kind of feel here with this Seven of Pentacles and this Eight of Cups that you could be questioning whether this is something like, am I really getting what I want and need out of this connection? Is this something that I should continue to open myself up to? Should I invest into? In your conscious thoughts here, we have the High Priestess. It's that unknown. It's hard because I feel like there is something here, and I think that this has been a very good connection at one point, right? And it's like when it's, what is that? Like when it's going good, and when it's not, it's not. And I kind of feel like that here, but I think that sometimes we can latch onto that time when it's going good, or we can latch onto the potential that we know something has. And it's like, I don't know if it's going to get to that point again. I don't know if it's going to get to that, meet that potential. So I don't want to give up on it in case it does, but I also don't want to keep investing into it in case it doesn't. And there's that unknown here with that High Priestess energy. We have the King of Wands. You don't know what actions this person is going to take or what actions you should take. Some of you could also feel like this is a very spiritual connection, whether you feel like this is a past life soulmate, twin flame, and that could make it harder for you because it makes it feel like something that you don't want to let go of or you don't want to give up on. In the subconscious energies, we have the Three of Pentacles. And it's interesting that I felt that potential energy earlier because the Three of Pentacles is a card of potential. That is why those pentacles are not yet gold. It speaks of something that is kind of a work in progress. It's still potential. It has the potential to get there if everybody is on the same page and if everybody is putting effort in and if everybody here is working together. And I think that, deep down, I feel like you're seeing that that's maybe what the component that's missing is that you may be the one who's carrying the majority of this. You may be the one who is always putting the time, effort, and energy into something. And even if something comes back together here, like where there is some kind of alignment here in the past, like with that Two of Cups energy, I think it doesn't take long before something kind of reverts back to old ways. It's interesting because I picked up this deck and now we have the High Priestess in the reverse at the bottom. So I kind of feel that whatever that feeling of the unknown is, I do feel like things are slowly starting to reveal themselves to you through this person's actions or lack of action. Because lack of action is an action too. In the near future, we have the Ten of Swords with the High Priestess. Now, that kind of wanted to come out into the reverse, and I kind of feel like that. I feel like in the future position, Aries, you may end something or decide to allow something to remain over, not allow something to come back towards you here. Because, like I said, I think things are slowly starting to reveal themselves to you through this person's actions or lack of action. And the thing is here, your advice is the Temperance energy. The Temperance is a card of the alchemical process of transforming something from one state of being to another. And I think that you have been very, very patient and very understanding. I think you understand that real change does not happen overnight. I think you understand that it's something that you have to show up for and consistently put efforts in, and it takes time to get there. And I think that you've given this person a lot of grace, a lot of patience, a lot of understanding to allow them to do that. But I feel like you're seeing that they're not doing what they need to do in order to complete that transformation, right? They're not showing up consistently. They're not putting the efforts in. I think that's where you're kind of questioning yourself. Is this still something then, if I'm not getting the consistent effort, is this something that I should still be patient with? At what point do I stop being so gracious and understanding? Everything's about balance, and I think that's what the temperance is about too. You know, it's good to be patient and understanding and forgiving and accepting, but at a certain point, then it's becoming unhealthy, right? Their energy, the other person's energy, showing up here as the Ten of Wands. Let's clarify that before we speak on it. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Kind of wanted to come out in the reverse too. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse to me sometimes can be something that is like a bad investment or a waste of time. And I think this person knows that it is, only because they're not doing what they should be doing. They're not putting those efforts in. But I feel like they don't want you to see that. They don't want you to know that. That Ten of Wands energy, I do feel like this person does have a lot going on in their life. They could have a lot on their plate outside of this connection, but I definitely feel like this person, I don't know if it's like plays victim or just uses that, right? Uses that as a reason not to have to, do anything else. And that could be part of the reason why you guys have been so gracious and understanding with a person, is because they could have a lot going on. Something tried to flip over. We're going to get it. Oh, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it can be a bit of self-sabotage, where this person, for some reason I get that this person, like I said, they could have a lot going on. For some of you Aries, I do think this person could have some unhealthy coping mechanisms as well. And I definitely feel like there's some self-sabotaging energy here. And I feel like this is one of those things where you're starting to realize that you can't help somebody who won't help themselves, right? You can only do so much for someone, and they have to be willing to do something for themselves at some point. And I think that that's where part of this is coming in at as well. Because I do feel like this person, yes, they do have a lot going on. Yes, you have been patient, understanding, gracious. You have tried to help them, but they're not doing what they need to do. And in fact, I kind of feel like they're bringing some of this upon themselves, because I definitely get some of that self-sabotaging energy here of maybe having some unhealthy coping mechanisms, right? And what I mean by that is maybe this person does have a lot on their plate, but maybe they are also drinking every day, right? And that could be causing more problems, especially if they're in a financial issue, they're spending money on that. It's something, it doesn't have to be that specifically, but there's something here where I feel like this person is kind of making things more difficult on themselves. For you guys' potential outcome here. Okay, we have the Page of Wands clarifying the Nine of Wands. So for some of you, even despite this, I still feel like somebody here, you're probably going to end up receiving a message from this person. Even if you do try, even if things are already in separation and you've made a decision, I'm not going to go there again, or if you have made a decision to end something, depending on where you're at on the timeline here, I still feel here, Aries, that you are going to be receiving a message here in the future. And it does look like somebody isn't wanting to, they don't want you to give up on them, or they don't want to let go of this yet. With that Nine of Wands energy, it's still wanting to keep going, still wanting to hold on to it here. But I think you've been through a lot. I think you're very frustrated with this person, just for, their actions or lack of actions, or kind of the way that they're making things difficult on themselves and then on you as well. So only you guys get to decide what's best for you, but this is kind of what I'm seeing here for you. I do hope that this helps. Now, everything that you need to know is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you for being here with me, and I will see you next time.